Hey, I'm Mark Goodman.
And I'm Alan Light.
On today's podcast, in celebration of International Guitar Month, Pete Townsend of The Who will join us.
Pete went deep with us into his relationship with the guitar and with music in general, the new Broadway version of Tommy. He clarified the status and the future of The Who, and much, much more.
Sound Up with Mark Goodman and Alan Light, the only music podcast that matters. Get it on Pandora, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
What's up, y'all? This is Tim Einica with The Library. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. That's at The Library with Tim. That's at The Library with Tim. Also, check me out on rapstation.com for my full interviews and also updates from all the And You Don't Stop crew.
The city of angels' wings represent people's hopes and dreams, and the evil that men do to live life close to kings and both supreme. Fancy cars, coats, and cream, material things provoke poor folks to scheme. But if you paid, you lost. Cali Green made you cough. The small covers the city like a tablecloth. Is it fame at fault? Entertainers labeled soft, the place where people come to lose their train of thought.
But I'm amazed. I mean, one thing I'm amazed about this, with the internet and with this any type of musician or artist or whatever, is the availability that there's you, for example, you're on Twitter, and that's you responding to someone's tweet. It's not it's not your PR guy or whatever. I mean, you've got J5. You guys were always really open to your fans. I mean,
I figure the key to all of it is the fans, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think we have always said that. You know what I'm saying? It's like the whole LAUSD song is about that. We are no superstars who want to be large and forget who we are.
Right,
Don't judge us by bank accounts or big cars, no matter how bright we shine. We far from being stars. It goes on because it's just a message behind that, and just saying we all human beings, man. We all brothers. We all from the same seed, whether you believe in it from a spiritual, religious perspective, or just some kind of scientific perspective. It's still we all from the same seed. And what can you do about that? What can you say about that other than to share this rock that we live on, man, in a civilized fashion, man? You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way that we can thrive. If not, then what happens next? But I've always felt like I had a lyric that said, I try to treat people man to man, not star to fan. You know what I'm saying? Because it's real. We all the same thing.
I want to jump around a little bit. One thing I do appreciate is you have themes to your albums. Your debut solo album, Fish Out of Water, was to establish you as a solo artist and and to kind of give yourself an identification process. Ron Artest, which I really like, with Roxy, was created with the career of the NBA player Ron Artest in mind. And then Now Against the Current also has a theme, as we talked about. So why are themes important to you when you write your albums? I mean, do they help you write better, to keep you focused? And do you think themes of albums are actually lacking today in music today?
I think you just answered the question, though. Honestly, though, okay, for one, it's like themes keep you focused. Themes are important to me because hip-hop was themed out. Okay, for instance, I was just sitting on a panel with the likes of Dan the Automator and Cutmaster Curtin, you know what I'm saying, talking about the correlation between hip-hop and comic books. When we first got into hip-hop, man, it was like the people who participated in it before we got to know what it was were like superheroes. It was like some massively mutant force that just invaded the planet. You know what I'm saying? It was like comic books, man, just splurted off the page and became real. You had people like the Soul Sonic Force and, you know what I'm saying, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious. But listen to these names.
Yeah.
And look at how they used to dress. They was, you know what I'm saying, punk rock offspring, so to speak. My theory is always punk rock and hip hop started around the same time and from the same sources, like the angst of the youth. You know what I'm saying? So I always feel like they're twins in a lot of ways. But anyway, it's like, you know what I'm saying, the Flash and them was dressing in spikes and you know, tight leather and shit like that, like the punk rockers was, and the Bambaataa and the Soul Sonic Force had like real life story superhero costumes, you know what I'm saying? Albums was drawn and designed like comic books, you know what I'm saying? So it was like these themes of songs, and it was real important for back in the day, part of the tradition. It was real important for us to be individuals, to not be like the next person. You know what I'm saying? So led to the creation of people like Public Enemy. You know what I'm saying? De La Soul. Run DMC wasn't like LL Cool J. You know what I'm saying? It just, you know what I'm saying? And when somebody was remotely like the next person, some type of beef ensued, and the next thing you know, it was battle rapping going on. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of thing don't really happen today, man. It's like it's almost encouraged to be like the next person if you can do it well. If you can be the next Gucci Mane and do it better than what Gucci Mane doing, then come on in. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that, and it's weird to me just being a person who watched hip hop escape from New York like Kurt Russell. That's what I'm saying. It's weird. It's like I was here before it all happened. You know, and being here, watching it happen, and watching it migrate, watching it do all of the things that it's done. It's a trip to watch it lose its morals and its traditions. You know what I'm saying? And now it's kind of butt naked out in the wilderness, man, doing what they want to do, not what the guidelines and the limitations that we set for it. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I guess on one hand, some of these dudes have taken it and ran with it in an extremely creative fashion. But on the other hand, the rest of them, it's just like, you know, it's a cloning process. You know, like when Biggie said, either you're selling crack rock or you got a wicked jump shot. Now it's like, add rap to that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get out of the ghetto somehow. You know what I mean? And people just look at it for making money out the gate as opposed to an art form. And it's just weird to me, man. You know, a lot of the integrity gets lost.
It always seems to me, and this goes partly to you've obviously you've toured extensively, not just in the States but around the world. I know you have some upcoming shows in the States and then a couple overseas in UK and Japan. It always seems that the international hip hop artist, an international hip hop fan, is more in tune with the tradition of hip hop than the fans in the United States. Do you find that to be the case, or am I just blowing smoke up? You know, whatever.
Well, I just think that, man, hip-hop is going through a situation like how jazz did before it and rock and all that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it goes through the period of being extremely popular here because it was created here. It'd be the underground thing. People start hopping on the bandwagon. It gets massively popular. It gets oversaturated. It gets so popular that the corporations latch onto it and, you know, all these endorsements and everything gets massively huge, and then it dies down, and then the only way you can really make money is to go overseas. Now, I said all that to say that's the one side of it that a person might see. The other side is that people overseas, man, appreciate the music that we create over here in a way that even the citizens of America don't, you know. Like my brother Newmar from Jurassic 5 would always say, they treat music like a book, a good book that they've read, and then they tell their friends, dude, you got to go. And you got to listen to Jurassic 5, dude. You got to hear that Public Enemy, man. Them dudes are crazy. You never heard that here. Check this album out. Go take that and ride with it. You know, in America, it's like anything. Wherever the source is, you kind of are oversaturated by it. So it's like, all right, you know, yeah, Chuck D's my neighbor. You know what I'm saying? I know that dude, Chali 2na, man. He be walking through the neighborhood. He get gas over here sometimes. I see him, you know, that kind of thing. So it's like it's a trip, and like I said, they have an appreciation for it that we don't because of that. So when they say, and they appreciate the fact anybody come across that pond, you know, and make the attempt, and you know, Jen, I'm out here, man. I'm gonna come out there and check y'all out. Oh, you made the effort to come see us and give us a show, and on top of that, you know what I'm saying? I like your music. Oh, dude, it's overkill. They come out to the shows in the thousands, not like how we do here. You know what I'm saying? Here it's like, you know, you'd be lucky sometimes you get 200 people in a place, depending on who you are and what clique you belong to and kind of music you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Over there it's like, J. Rue, the Damagers coming, 10,000 people show up.
Oh, wow.
When the last time J. Rue made a song? You know what I mean? That people here in America be on, you know what I'm saying? But I've seen that dude rip shows, like massive crowds. I'm like, it's 10,000 people out there. He got 5,000 on this side going, uh-oh, heads up. And then the other people going, because we dropped the thumb. I'm like, yo, that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? So
I speak peace on bleak streets with our hearts be darker. Through loose leaf sheets and a Sharpie marker. Promote free speech, it cannot be awkward. The words we preach, they will not be altered. But I build skyscrapers using toothpicks and spit. So bear witness to the quickest of wit. So cold on stage when I hit, make the temperature dip. My ice age made it frigid and crisp. Over instrumentals, my pen prevents you from using physical weapons against my mental. Quotes we promote, they be so suspenseful. Better fix your approach or the coach prevent you. Yep. Haters better stop in the grind. I call them sunrisers when they be blocking my shine. I profess divine with the proper design to keep it popping through the darkest of time.
Forward, for sure, forever. We keep moving on. Forward, for sure, forever. We keep moving on.
Architect when I market rap, and I spread like the spider on Peter Barker back. From talking crap, loose, lost to stack, bled for this like the victim of a shark attack. In fact, the man fish is fresh and ambitious. Yes, I am vicious when the plan gets desperate. I brandish this Michael Grand lyrics, showing the fans lyrics that we can't get hacked. Yeah, I'm a lead from the caper, counting green, rolling up some leaves in the paper. Yeah, and you gon' leave in a scraper, on your knees moving at the speed of a glacier. It don't matter which part you come, original when you started your departure from. Humble living or you're looking for the larger sum. When we start the drum, we hit a
Forward, for sure, forever. We keep moving on. Forward, for sure, forever. We keep moving on.
We've come a long way to get here, and now we're just begun.
For sure.
Got plenty more songs to sing here before this deal is done.
we can't get hectic.
Forward, for sure, forever. We keep moving on. Forward, for sure, forever. We keep moving on. Forward, for sure,
Hey, I'm Mark Goodman.
And I'm Alan Light.
On today's podcast, in celebration of International Guitar Month, Pete Townsend of The Who will join us.
Pete went deep with us into his relationship with the guitar and with music in general. The new Broadway version of Tommy. He clarified the status and the future of The Who and much, much more.
Sound Up with Mark Goodman and Alan Light, the only music podcast that matters. Get it on Pandora, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.